Welcome back, all. Hope everybody is well. It's time. It's Gold Cup Day selections video. Always one of the sporting highlights of the year is Gold Cup Day. Absolutely, I love it. So, with no further ado, let's take a look at our picks for Cheltenham Friday Gold Cup Day. So we start at 3:20 for our first Friday pick, and it's in the Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle over just under 3 miles. Really interesting race, this one. The Big Westerner is a fascinating runner. She is 7-2, 4-1 in places at the time of recording. Expect her to go well in this race. Certainly open to improvement and been very impressive so far this year. Looks like a real smart hurdler. But our selection, we're going for a bit of value, a bit of each way value. 9-1 ish at the minute. Jasmine DeVoe was a champion bumper winner last year. He didn't have the best of paths either in that bumper. Had to go wide quite for large parts of the race and still managed to get the job done. It really was an impressive performance. Not been amazing over hurdles so far, but a couple of okay runs so far this year. A couple of fourth places over in Ireland, one at Leopardstown, one at Naas, and a nice win last year in a maiden hurdle at Navan. So yeah, do feel this horse has been teed up for this race. Paul Townend's mount as well. That has to mean something. It's of course a Mullins horse, and William Mullins will be looking for yet another winner in this race. Yeah, do feel there's a bit of each way value on Jasmine DeVoe, and that is our selection for the 3:20 on Friday. So next we move to 4 o'clock. It's the big one, the Cheltenham Gold Cup. What a race this should be. Everybody wants to have a Gold Cup winner. Galopin Des Champs is incredibly short at the time of recording. 2-1 on. Of course, he's absolutely the horse to beat, going for a hat-trick of Gold Cup victories. At that price, it is super short. Of course, there's a Mullins horse. Of course, Paul Townend's on board. And of course, everybody will expect Galopin Des Champs to win the race, and he's the one to beat. That price feels far too skinny for me personally, although I expect him to be there or thereabouts. It just feels too short. We've seen a lot of odds-on favourites get beaten this week at Cheltenham. Could he be another one? I don't know. I'm really on the fence as to whether he wins the race or not, but it's certainly at 2-1 on. I'm not interested in getting involved in him there. Instead, we're going for two big outsiders, and this one I make no promises about whatsoever. Ahoy Senor. You never know quite what you're going to get from this horse. He's a real quirky type. Pulled up in his last two starts. Has got some real indifferent form. When he gets it right, though, he gets it right. Really good second place last year at the Bowl Chase in a Grade 1 at Aintree. Fabulous performance from that day. Just lost half a length to Jerry Colombe that day. So I feel he can do. Yeah, I feel he's got really bags of ability on his day, but he's so indifferent. Has got pulled up regularly in his career. Has fallen on occasions, but has won at Cheltenham before. His last victory at Cheltenham was in the January meeting of 2023. Won a pretty nice race that day, Grade 2, and won pretty well as well, 13-2. So it's a quirky horse. It's a really interesting race for him. It really is. I mean, in terms of Cheltenham Festival, he's had a second place, but that was all the way back in 2022. So 50-1 just feels like about the right price to get a bit of value, especially if you can get some extra places. Ahoy Senor, 50-1 in the Gold Cup for a bit of an each way punt. Another one I like the look of here for some potential value. Corbett's Cross, 18-1. Again, a horse that's run pretty well in the past. A really good performance for him last time out at the festival, winning the Maureen Mullins National Hunt Challenge Cup. That was a really good performance by him that day. Absolutely bolted up and won by, I think it was 17 lengths in the end. So certainly very capable of running well at Cheltenham. This is a step up from this. Is some real quality opposition, but we know that he does have ability, and we know he can run well at this track. So at that type of price, 18-1, I like Corbett's Cross for a little bit of a flutter. So 2 bets there, not going huge on either of them, but I do believe there is some potential value in both of those prices as things stand. Gold Cup, will Galopin Des Champs win? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know where your money is going in the Gold Cup. Fascinating running of it this year, it really will be. And best of luck if you're having a bet in the Gold Cup. And we move on to the lucky last on Friday, and the lucky last of the meeting. It's the 5:20 p.m. race, Martin Pipe Handicap Hurdle, over 2 miles, 4 and a bit. Wide open this race, and it really is wide open. Kopeck to me is the favourite, around 5-2, 3-1 at the time of recording. So a lot of people will potentially be lumping on that one to get their money back or top up their profits, depending on how their day and week has gone. But we're going with an each way play here. No Ordinary Joe, second in this a couple of years ago, and finished 7th last year. It wasn't such a bad run as well in his 7th place there. So certainly some each way value. We know he could run well in this race. Handicap wise, doesn't look too bad. A pound lighter than when he finished 2nd 2 years ago. There'll be plenty of extra places in this race, and certainly feel at that type of price, around 10-1, has the ability to outrun those odds, and certainly a decent shout of hitting the frame. So that is the selections for Friday. That completes the week. I hope you've had a great week, and I hope you have a great Friday at Cheltenham. If you're going to the course, have a great day out. If you're watching from home, have a great time watching. Been a good week. Can't wait for yet more jumps action in the coming weeks. Of course, Grand National only a couple of weeks away as well. So that's it for now. Let me know what you're on, and we'll catch you all again very soon. Take care.